This is the Chrissie Swan Show.
I mean, rattled doesn't begin to explain it, Hollywood Jack.
You've had a mare.
I've had an absolutely nightmarish day, and I know that I'm not alone. For starters, 2 of the kids went back to school today, high school and a brand new school. So you can imagine how up I've had to be all morning.
I feel like such a bad friend for not even thinking about that or acknowledging that happened for you this morning. That's massive.
It has just been so massive.
How did they go?
Good.
Okay, great.
Good. I mean, it's rough.
It's so nerve-wracking.
I just wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I said to Peg, listen, I know that this is a really rough day for you, and starting school is the worst day of anyone's life. But if it's any consolation, I have been exactly where you are, and I don't remember it.
No, correct.
So I don't know whether that's because it was so traumatic, I've blocked it out, and I'm now storing it in my body somewhere, or you just move on.
Yeah.
So eventually I said to her, you won't remember, so get through it. And she did. Good on her, and good on Kit too. But I was literally parking the car just now, and I got all these notifications from the Iconic saying what I've ordered is on its way. I have not ordered anything from the Iconic. Well, I have. But in this occasion,
not currently.
I have not. So I've just been thrust moments before coming live into your ears. I've been thrust into a fraudulent situation, which I will be discussing.
Yes, you will. We're going to get stuck into that because it's been happening to lots of people, Swanee. You hear about it all the time.
I mean, if anyone's going to buy Gucci sunglasses, I want them.
Next, though, we've got a brand new segment for 2024. It's thanks to our friends at Specsavers. We're going to be playing I Spy.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Let's do this.
I Spy with my little eye. Chrissie Swan's I Spy. Thanks to Specsavers.
Well, this is brand new.
And Swanee, I feel like kids nowadays, do they still play I Spy or is it just an iPad? Like
No.
I remember as a kid playing.
No, my kids still do, but they're
good.
at the stage where, Kit might say, I Spy with my little eye, something beginning with S, and then we all play for 2 hours until we're ready to kill each other. And he says it's silica, which is the main ingredient in the windscreen.
Oh, how infuriating.
Yeah, and then I drop him on the side of the road and drive away. Linda, hello.
Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Jack.
Hey, Linda.
How's your sanity today?
Oh, just there, I can say. I've just dropped off my third child, little Savannah, on her first day of preschool this morning. So I had a busy morning, and I've still got 2 at home. And actually 3 at home, a little 2-year-old and 2 primary schoolers going back tomorrow.
Oh, my goodness. It
very
takes
busy household.
It is, and it takes such an emotional load, doesn't it, when you're sending one of them off? I had 2 this morning. I'm barely recovered.
Oh, so true, so
All
true.
right, well, let's get you some cash and a Specsavers voucher. There's $250 worth of each on the line. Now, put your listening ears on because we are playing I Spy. It's just like you used to as a kid in the car. We're passing the time together and we're going on a road trip, you and me and Jack, okay?
Okay.
Now, this road trip could be anywhere. It could be overseas, could be down the road, could be to the supermarket. Who knows? Are you ready?
Ready as.
Hop in the car with us and Jack, start the engine.
The engine only goes for 60 seconds, Linda. I'm just going to tell you that now.
Sure.
Oh, this road trip, Linda, I'm excited. We're going to Roma.
Oh, lovely. Never been.
Did we say the letter?
It starts with C.
Okay.
I Spy with my little eye, something beginning with C. I'm looking at something quite old, Linda.
Oh, okay.
And we're in Rome. Oh my God, there's tourists everywhere here.
Is it the Colosseum?
Linda, it is the Colosseum.
Oh, my goodness. Tourists gave it away, I think.
Excellent.
Oh, wow.
Excellent. I love giving things away. You know, it's the best part of my job. You get $250 cash, my girl, and a voucher for a pair of the fanciest glasses you'll ever put on your face.
Oh, can't wait. Something finally for me after all this organising. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, Jack. That was so much fun.
You're
and
the
I play
best.
that game with the kids every time we're on a trip.
I bet you they don't give you cash, though.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Embrace a healthier you with a free self-service Shane Warne Legacy Heart Test at Priceline Pharmacy today. With results in just 4 minutes, tracking your health is easy.
Find out more at priceline.com.au.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
It's great to be back from holidays. But I tell you what, it's days like today that I thank my lucky stars that I've got years and years of regular exercise and good sleep and no alcohol under my belt because, man, days like today make me want to sit on my ass and drink a bottle of wine.
Polish a bottle off.
Can I tell you, I've been up since 5 o'clock. I had a terrible cramp. I'm complaining. I'm just whinging
Do
now.
it. I love it.
I had a terrible cramp at about 11:30 because I'm back in the swing of things at work and I'm dehydrated. I forget to have water. Example A.
Your
There's
water
none
tank
here.
is nowhere to be seen.
Then I had to wake up and take my two youngest to new schools. Do you remember the anxiety fizzing through your psyche on that day? And I'm feeling it too. But when you're your mother,
You're not
when
allowed
the mother,
to
I'm not
show
allowed.
it. Yeah.
That's right. I have to be like, everything's cool, guys, and I know that it isn't. So then I quickly do that. Done. Then I had to go and pick up my daughter because, you know, someone in their genius has decided that the first day of school for some kids is 2 hours. No! Just go there!
Go there or let them stay home if it's 2 hours. Let them stay home. That's more annoying.
Mate, got her home, threw on some clothes, as you can see, barely.
I love that T-shirt.
Thank you. I put that in Japan this time last year with my friend Jamie Rowe. I like to buy T-shirts from cafes where I enjoy the coffee.
Yes.
Speaking of coffee, I'm going to need one. Because as I pulled into the undercover car park at Nova, I checked my... Don't worry, the car was off. I'm not illegal. But I just checked my phone to see if you'd contacted me or anything I need to do or whatever. I see notifications that I have just been billed over $5,000 from a website that I know and love called The Iconic. But I didn't buy it. $5,000. My heart stopped. Seriously. So I looked into the transactions. Someone has bought 3 Emporio Armani watches and 3 pairs of Gucci sunglasses.
Did you for a second think Leo's been bored at school and jumped on Mum's Iconic? Because that man's got good taste.
He does.
And that sounds like some product he'd enjoy.
Oh, he would enjoy those. But weirdly, I thought of you first and I thought, who have I given my account password to? Oh, no, Jack wouldn't do that to me. Anyway, so the next, half an hour has been just a tears of me looking down the barrel of losing $5,000.
It's the most awful feeling. And also, you then have to rush to find, the help on the website to hurry up and tell them to cancel everything.
Yes, and you don't know where to go. Do you go to your bank? Do you go to the website? Where do you go? And then you're talking to a bot. And they're going, hey, how can I help you today? I'm like, I don't think you can. I need a human being.
Call me.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
And a highlight of my day has not been someone spending over $5,000 on gorgeous things that I would never buy for myself. Emporio Armani watches, if you don't hardly mind.
I know, and some Gucci sunnies.
And Gucci sunnies.
I kind of wish for you that you got to enjoy the fruits of their shopping.
Well, the weird thing about this is this has never happened to me. I saw a receipt from The Iconic going, great news, your delivery's on the way. And I thought, well, it was a long night last night. Maybe I did, but I certainly didn't. So I'm sort of in the dark as to what happens now. Am I just in the hole $5,000? How does this happen?
No, I think nowadays, Swanee, it's pretty good. The banks and your PayPals, etc., they know when people have been dodgy and they'd have massive teams of people working on this. So
I want a SWAT team. I want a SWAT team on these guys. Patricia, has somebody been spending big on your account?
Oh, absolutely. And they decide to pay for their own phone bill, which was ridiculous because I found out who they were.
That's the sort of thing I would do if I was a scamming criminal. I'd be like, yes, I'm going to make this useful.
Very sensible.
Very sensible.
It's very smart.
What prize have we got for Patricia to make it up to her? Priceline Pharmacy voucher?
Yep, you've got one en route to you, Patricia. Let's go to Nick. Now, Nick, you worked in fraud risk mitigation at a bank.
Yeah, so I recently just left one of the big 4 banks for fraud, and we saw these sorts of things all the time,
Nick,
every day.
Now that you're on the phone to me, saves me calling my bank. These people actually used a credit card that I cancelled last year.
Okay, yep, so there's a few options as to how they've done it. Merchants that you've given card information to, they can still use those numbers. They can still charge it.
Oh.
depending if it's MasterCard and Visa, there's a few different processes.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Am I going to get my money back, Nick, or is someone rolling down the main street in Gucci's and an Emporio Armani watch on me?
Look, so the only way you could do it is if you call up the bank and you ask for a dispute. They won't be able to call it a fraudulent transaction just because you have given your card number to the Iconic. So you can ask the bank for a dispute. You'll have a certain amount of time to give them information as to what you are disputing. Obviously, in this case, you're disputing that, you didn't make this purchase within Iconic.
Yeah.
You just ask the Iconic for where the goods were purchased to, where they were sent to,
Great.
Where they were logged in from. Iconic will have that information as to where the physical phone or computer
All right,
was logged in.
I will get onto that. But I want to know, in your work experience, what is the most amazing fraud story that you've come across?
Yeah, the biggest one, a customer of ours, he wanted to take the bank on because we refused to pay his fraud event because he hooked up with a sex worker one night and he got a little too tipsy. Then supposedly she took his phone and his card and then started siphoning funds out of his account while he was quote-unquote passed out. And she spent north of about 20 grand.
Whoa! Whereabouts?
Some with JB Hi-Fi.
Oh, don't blame her. Bloody love JB Hi-Fi.
Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you, Nick. Let's finish with Cody, shall we, Swan?
Cody, what happened to you?
So, unfortunately, I was part of the Optus scam where they had everyone's details.
Yep.
Stupidly, I kind of give them my bank details thinking I could trust them, and they ended up getting taken, and they spent $2,500 on Temu.
On Temu, Cody?
On Temu.
Well,
I don't know how it's possible for someone to spend $2,500.
Oh, it's very easy, Cody.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
I'm so excited to do this clickbait.
Chrissie's clickbait.
Update on the fraudulent use of my credit card already.
What?
PayPal and the Iconic and the bank have all reversed the charges.
Within a matter of an hour.
An hour and a half.
Claps for PayPal and the Iconic and the
So
bank.
it turns out that my dad was wrong. You can buy online. All right, now we are going to talk about the legend, the thrill that is Lucinda from Married at First Sight. I can't wait to talk about her, but first... I want to talk about Reese Witherspoon, who's almost one of my queens. She's like a supplementary number. And she put this gorgeous little conversation on Insta yesterday.
What kind of dog would you think you would be?
Yorkie.
Yeah.
Yorkie.
I think I'm a Yorkie. Or, you know what I'm not? I'm not a Rottweiler.
You're not a Doberman Pinscher.
I'm not a Doberman Pinscher.
You might be like a retriever. They're so lovely.
Well, I could be a Golden Retriever.
Golden Retriever.
If somebody out there has a dog that looks like me, I will come meet your dog.
I know you will.
I will.
I know you will.
I would love to meet a dog that looks like me. What sort of dog would I be?
Well, I'm so blinded by the fact that I just think you're a corgi because
Yes,
you
I
talk
know, but
about them all the
my
time.
legs are too long.
Maybe a cocker spaniel.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
My ears do smell.
That's disgusting. No, they don't. Don't say that.
No, they do.
What? Don't you dare take your headphone off. I'm not coming over there to sniff on your ear.
It is the weirdest thing, and I don't... Because, I shower twice a day.
Yes.
And I'm always cleaning my face and everything. The top of my ears where they join my
Swan,
head
how?
smell.
How do you know that? Are you fingering it and then smelling it, like the top of your ear?
Well, I must have discovered it years ago, and occasionally, yes, I do finger my ear to check if it still smells. And it does. It smells like Parmesan cheese.
Oh my God, stop.
What is it? It's awful.
Is it you that told me last year that you smell your belly button as well? I've never tried doing that. Maybe it was a caller.
I think it was a caller. I don't do
Disgusting.
that. I don't do that because I know that that's going to smell, and also I sort of know that my ear's going to smell, but I still can't believe it. It's been decades.
Oh, I can't.
132410, by the way.
No, we're not taking calls.
No, am I the only person who has a smelly top of the ear where it joins your head?
Alrighty, let's go, Tom.
Like full Parmesan.
See if we get anyone. I think you'd be a Cocker Spaniel.
Well, I think I'd be either a Labrador because I'm lazy and I love to eat too much and I do a big poo occasionally. Or secondly, I might be a Cavoodle.
Okay.
Because they really love to sit on couches.
Yeah, and they're very, like, you know what, a Cavoodle I could see you as because you've almost got the same beautiful skin tone as a Cavoodle. Like, you know, they're often that brown.
I just
that chestnutty
love the way that you just slip in beautiful compliments to me and it makes me feel 10 feet tall.
Let's go with a Cavoodle.
All right, now let's move on to the woman that everyone's talking about, Lucinda. I am talking about Married at First Sight. Keep in mind, I have not seen a full episode. I'm getting all the information I need from Jack and from the internet. Now, Lucinda used to be a burlesque performer.
Yeah.
What was her name? I loved it. I wrote it down.
Her name was Lucinda Riley, and now she's changed it to Lucinda Light.
Yes, but her character, Madam of the House.
Oh, Madam of the House.
If there are not some nipple tassels involved,
right?
then I do not know what is going on here. Now, if you haven't heard anything of Lucinda, listen to this. She is heaven.
Let's talk about your husband. What do you want?
Do you want me to read my poem?
Yes,
Dear
Lucinda.
matchmakers, you marvellous lot. I want to share some info for the love bot. Please match me with a good, steady soul. Somebody that's genuinely happy and so very whole. Excellent at what he does with north node direction. Earthy and grounded with a high functioning erection.
I mean, look, it is a shopping list, is it not? Lucinda also is into the bit of the oogity boogity. Okay?
She hugs trees. She was hugging a tree last night.
Absolutely. And in all the infinite wisdom, the producers of Married at First Sight have matched her with someone that doesn't dig on that stuff.
If she's up meditating, we've got a real problem on our hands.
There feels like an elevated energy around at the moment, like higher guidance. I'm just trying to tune into him. I think he's excited.
Also, what is the difference between Lucinda from Married at First Sight and Lydia Schiavello from The Real Housewives of Melbourne? No difference.
Or Evie Jones.
Yes. Oh, my God.
This is the Chrissie Swan Show.
If you're only tuning in now and, you know, you've been out, I don't know, buying pies or whatever for the last hour, you would have missed the update from my PayPal iconic fraudulent use of my... Somebody spent over $5,000 on fancy watches and sunglasses. I lodged a little complaint with somebody and it's already been refunded. It's all been reversed.
Elite services.
But what I want to know is, does somebody get that stuff and nobody pays for it? Like, what is...
Well, I guess...
It seems like a very good deal.
Doesn't it? And I'd imagine the iconic sort of dispatches from all different brands.
Of course.
So if that brand's already sent it out, you're not getting Postman Pat to stop it in its track.
No. There's something in this for us, Jack. There's also something in this for you. You must be so excited because Vanderpump Rules...
It's back tonight.
Is back. Now, if you have missed it, or if you don't know what we're talking about, it's never too late to get on board because Jack encouraged me and sat me down and we watched the reunion. I started with the reunion.
Which was actually a great spot to start because it hooks you in.
Fabulous. Anybody. I mean, you had me at poo-poo head. All right? You had me at poo-poo head. Yeah, poo-poo head. You had me at poo-poo head. So get it very excited. It's all on and it is super scandalous.
And Raquel or Rachel, who is the main villain, Swanee, she's not in it this season, but she said that she'll still watch, which is weird to me.
That is very weird.
Like, don't worry anymore, babe.
What sort of monster watches themselves on television?
Next, Chrissie's Quizzy.
Chrissie's Quizzy.
Who's going to get it? Is it going to be you, Peter, with an A from the gorgeous town of Caboolture?
Yes, it will be.
Hey, have you heard, not far from you, wonderful Gympie has turned into a real fancy hippie place?
Even Peter thinks that's laughable.
I read an article about it last week. I always loved Gympie and Caboolture. Good on you, Pete. Tegan, maybe you're going to get the bum bag.
Of course, absolutely.
Of course you are. Hey, have you been down to the Pancake Parlour in Moolap Street lately, or wherever it is, Moorabool?
Moorabool Street, yes. No, we've got Panache down here, but I think they've moved. But nothing can beat a Pancake Parlour triple stack with hundreds of thousands and chocolate. Like, seriously, student discount, eat your heart out.
I agree. And also, I mean, that is a controversial choice with the chocolate topping and the sprinkles because I am a whipped butter and maple syrup girl.
Oh, yummo.
And I even pay the extra for the real maple syrup, Tegan.
Bougie.
Why not have both?
Dangerous.
Why not have both?
¿Por qué no los dos? All right,
That's the
girls,
one.
let's get cracking. Really enjoyed talking to you then. It was really
The
nice.
energy is good today. The vibes are high. Yesterday's contestants, I would have liked to have been a bit chattier. Swanee, would you like a quiz sheet?
I had the quiz sheet in my hand and then I just got carried away and I've lost it.
There you go.
Turned it over and written a note. Question number, your names are your buzzers. You know how it works. Best of 5. First person to get to 3 wins it. Question number 1. Which royal has just returned home from hospital following...
I think it was...
Tegan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be Princess Kate.
It is Kate Middleton. I caught up with my dad last week and he was having a cup of tea at the apartment that I rented and he said, so, do you reckon Princess Kate's had a hisso? And I said, what's a hisso?
I love that he's appropriated that.
Hisso. Question number 2. Name something peroxide is used for.
Peter. Tegan.
Yes, Peter.
Hair.
Yeah. Hair bleaching, particularly when you're on the lam. I love that scene in any sort of fugitive movie where they go to a diner toilet and dye their hair. Is that what you did, Jack?
Yeah, that's what I did. I wish I could just do that.
Question number 3. This song from Dua Lipa turns 4 today. What's it called?
Tegan.
Yes, Tegan. Whoa.
Let's get serious. That song. Peter.
Let's get physical. Yes, Peter.
Physical.
Sorry.
Let's get physical.
It's physical. I'm going to give it to you, Peter. That's 2 to you,
That's
1 to
okay.
Tegan. Question number 4. Name one contestant on this year's series.
Tegan.
Yes, Tegan.
Lucinda.
Excuse me. How heaven is she?
I'll be honest, I actually missed last night's episode, but I usually put the kids to bed, get the chocolate out and then eat it. That's tonight's episode.
Watch last night's, though, because you want to enjoy Lucinda's wedding, so you get lots of her tree hugging.
She's magic.
Well, if it beats the best man and groom speech from Monday, then seriously, I'm all over it.
Tegan, what was going on there?
I played it for my partner. He's like, we're not watching it this year. I'm like, yes, we are.
Oh, yes, we are. All right. Question number 5.
This one is for the win, ladies.
Barwon Heads is a coastal town in which Australians...
Tegan.
Yes, Tegan.
Geelong.
Well, yeah, I'll take it. Which Australian state? Victoria. Well done, Tegan.
Victoria. Sorry, Victoria. Geelong.
You've got the bum bag. You can secrete your Married at First Sight chocolate in there.
Thank you. Sorry, Peter. Thank you. No, you're all right. Good luck. Thank you.
Good on you, Pete.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
I'm so sorry. That was a very badly timed piece of peanut brittle.
We were just talking in the song. Someone, I think from Bendigo in Victoria, sent us in a beautiful package and there was peanut brittle. I've never heard of it or tried it in my life.
I mean, we are at opposite ends of the peanut brittle scale because that is one of my favourite foods of all time and you have never tried it.
It was beautiful.
Thank you, Bendigo. Bendigo brittle. Get onto it. You brought my attention to the personality hire,
yes,
Jack, and you had to explain it to me. So if you're listening now and you're like, "What is a personality hire?" I will explain it to you. A personality hire refers to the practice of hiring an individual primarily for their personality traits rather than just their technical skills or professional experience. Now, generally, it's seen as a negative thing. If people say to you, oh, you're definitely a personality hire, it kind of implies that you have nothing else to offer but a good personality.
Totally. And some people, I guess, would take offence to that who maybe take their professional skill quite seriously. I, for one, think it's the biggest compliment you could receive because personality is key and that's what matters in life.
Well, I think that I was so thrilled to hear that this existed because I think I've always been a personality hire.
It's kind of your job, yeah.
There is literally like thousands of people that could do this job better than me, but I'm nice around the office. Do you know what I mean?
Trust me, in radio, they still get those jobs.
And even like when I was working in advertising, I was okay, but...
But you were a vibe.
Well, every Thursday was Doobie Brothers Day.
Right. Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Not everybody can bring that to the table.
No,
right?
no.
So I don't think that it is a negative thing, but I mean, I could be crazy. 13 24 10, give us a call. Do you think you might be a personality hire? Are your skills kind of average? You can get them anywhere, but you bring some chutzpah to your role. I did do a vox pop around the office yesterday, and I wasn't surprised by the results. Tom, if I said that you were a personality hire, is that offensive?
No, because I am one.
I'm here with the gorgeous Joel Chrissie. Joel, if I told you that you were a personality hire, is that offensive?
A personality hire?
Yeah.
No, I would wear it like a badge of honour.
Even though it means that your skills are utterly below par, but you got the job because you're gorgeous?
Oh my God, I would be thrilled. It would be top of my CV.
Gemma, producer of Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel, if I said to you you were definitely a personality hire, what would your reaction be?
I'd love to be a personality hire. I'm desperate.
Macy Gibbs.
Hello.
Personality hire. Would that be offensive to you?
No, because I actually was a personality hire at my last job.
Hello, Ash.
Hi.
Personality hire. Is that offensive?
Extremely offensive.
Ah, okay. Tell me more. You're the only one that has said it's offensive.
Because I want to be known for my skills.
And what are your skills?
Personality.
I'm confused. Was it offensive or not?
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Definitely a personality hire, me, because my skills are zero. Absolutely zero. But I'm a pleasure to be around.
Absolutely.
And I think that's important. You, Jack.
I think I would have had to have been to start because I was such a junior burger when I started on the show we used to work on. I just turned 19.
I actually think there are far more sinister reasons why you got that first job.
Why?
I'll talk about it off air. But I don't think it is an insult to be called a personality hire, even though it kind of is supposed to be. However, I think it does depend on the industry. We were just talking in the song.
I agree.
I don't want my accountant to be a personality hire.
No, he needs to be good at maths, especially your accountant.
Yes, because I can't even add. No. Especially your accountant.
You need all the help you can get.
I really do. I really do.
Another person that I don't want to be a personality hire is my doctor. I don't need a nice, chatty, personable doctor. I just need someone that can diagnose me properly and write the script.
See, I don't know. I think I do need my doctor to be a personality hire with a degree. But, but you know what I mean? They can do the job, but my GP is heaven on a stick, and I love that.
What about like a hairdresser?
No, not a personality hire. I can chat about my weekend with my friends.
Yeah, totally.
But my barista, no. I don't want a personality hire there. I want you to really know about the beans.
Yes, and it's fine. Don't talk to me. I don't need to chat.
The worst situation, though, is when you are a personality hire, but they think you're not. I remember when I flunked out of uni and I got a full-time job in a supermarket deli.
Mm.
I mean, I was young, but I was still only a personality hire. But the guy he wasn't impressed with me making the roast chickens dance and, not remembering to turn the oven on Boxing Day for everybody's bread. Anyway.
You and ovens, mate. It's
I know.
Not a good combo.
It's cursed. Vicky, how important is it to be a personality hire?
It's super important.
Are you in the biz? Are you in HR, Vicky?
No, I'm not in HR, but I have to hire people to work on projects for me. And, if they can have all the skills in the world, but if they don't have the right personality to work with my team, they're a no.
Yeah,
they're a flat out no.
Are you a personality hire, do you think?
I know my personality got me the job because I pushed back when I got asked the question.
Don't hide your light under a bushel, Vicky. Own it loud and proud. I am a personality hire. My name is Vicky and I am a personality hire.
My personality is what makes me good at my job, Chrissie.
Good on you, mate.
Vicky, we're going to send you a double pass to see Argyle in cinemas February 1.
And stick around because I'm going to give you a little nugget about that film.
I think Dula Peep's in that.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Fiona, are you a personality hire?
Hello, Chrissie.
Hi, Gorge.
Yes, absolutely.
What
do you work in a boring industry or a fun, dynamic one?
Look, everyone else thinks it's boring, but my office is absolutely fun and dynamic. And when I'm not there, they absolutely miss me. because there's no vibe when I'm not there.
What do you do, Fiona? What is your industry?
Are you ready?
Yep.
I'm a very serious bank manager.
Oh, Fiona, you've cornered the market with a good personality.
Absolutely. People come to me because they love me.
Why did you want to get into banking, Fiona? You're too fun.
Because I saw someone stamping a book and I thought, my God, I want to do that. I want that power of the stamp.
I want the power of the stamp.
To this day, I have a special stamp in my office.
Oh, Fiona, you are heaven. You are heaven.
Double pass to Argyle in cinemas Feb 1. Let's finish with Alistair.
Alistair, what do you reckon?
Well, I was pretty much ringing to say, I think after the Christmas break, I've come back as a personality fire.
Why?
The amount of personality hires I'm working around, and you end up doing all their work because they're fun and they're having giggles, but the job needs to get done.
On behalf of all the other personality hires in the world, Alistair, we're sorry.
And thank you for doing the actual
Thank
job.
you so much.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Let's do this for the last time.
Chrissie's Clickbait.
I watched the Beckham documentary on Netflix. I think it was before the holidays, actually. It was so good. And a scene in it has become quite iconic, and it's the one where David forces Victoria to admit that she wasn't working class, and in fact, her dad drove her to school in a Rolls Royce. So you'll remember this.
Both of our parents work really hard. We're very working class.
Be honest.
I am being honest. I am being
what car
honest.
did your dad drive you to school in?
So my dad
No,
did.
one answer.
My dad.
What car was it?
All right, it's not a simple answer
What
because.
car did you get your dad?
Never gets
It
old.
depends.
No.
Okay,
What
in the
car?
80s, my dad had a Rolls Royce.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, if you haven't seen the doco, do. But what you've got to know is that she's sitting on the couch looking magnificent, and he is coming in from the side behind a door, peeking out and trying to force her to tell the truth. Well, the new Uber Eats ad has been released, and it is a reenactment of that iconic scene from the documentary, but even funnier.
So David and I are going to be in a little commercial.
Be honest.
I
Be
am.
honest.
Okay, it's a big commercial.
Tell them what it's during.
David, I'm trying.
No, tell them what it's during.
Okay, it's during the big baseball game.
Super big baseball game.
Oh, was it the hockey ball?
Hockey ball. Oh, and tell them about Jessica Aniston.
Jessica Aniston is going to be in it too.
Thank you. We love Jessica.
We love Jessica.
Jessica Aniston, well, that is absolute gold, isn't it?
I love the Super Bowl purely for the ads and the halftime
Me
show.
too, but now I'm interested because Taylor Swift is somehow involved because her boyfriend's going to be playing in it. I might watch the whole thing just for a little Dua Peep of Taylor.
Oh,
Taylor.
I think you're going to perv on Trav.
No, I don't care about Trav. I mean, I do, but I also don't. Speaking of Taylor Swift, I did give you a little tease earlier. We are giving away tickets to see the new film Argyle, and there's a big conspiracy theory going around that Taylor Swift actually wrote that movie. Bryce Dallas Howard, who stars in it, was stopped on the red carpet and asked about it, and she was really non-committal.
Oh, right.
And, of course, Taylor Swift fans are used to, undoing knots and
little
mysteries.
Easter eggs. Yeah.
That's right. But she has been photographed quite prominently in an Argyle print vest.
Ah.
You know, that funny little
Yeah.
tartany stuff. And the cat in it is the exact same breed as her beloved cats.
I mean, it's clutching at straws, but sure.
But that's what we like to do
As
around
if she's
here.
had time, mate.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, I mean, her arrival here on our fair shores is imminent, and I'm so excited. I've got so much to talk about. I'm just running out of time. But first things first, I am with you, Brisbane, because a high school in Brisbane has considered scheduling the exams around Taylor Swift concerts. She's coming to Brizzy. Everyone's going to be fever pitch. You don't care about calculus and algebra.
No, she's not coming to Brizzy, Swanee. It's because all of the students are flying into state.
Yes, of course, they're flying. She wasn't going to Brisbane. Of course. And this needs to be absolutely greenlit.
because they need their time to get down to Melbourne or Sydney and get back to Brisbane.
Absolutely. I had a conversation between my daughter, who's lucky enough to be going at great expense to her mother. What an idiot. She was saying to her brother last night, she goes, I'm not going to school the day after Taylor Swift. No way. She goes, I'm having the Monday off. And
what did you say?
I'm listening, because she's talking to her brother. He's like, I'm so jealous. I love Taylor Swift. She goes, only if you get the day off. Anyway, yeah, she told him that we won't be home until 2 a.m. I don't know where she's going.
I was going to say, what's happening after?
Don't know who she's...
She got to the hotel room with Tay and Trav.
Mate, kick-ons for Peg.
How good.
You are listening to the Chrissie Swan Show. We will be back tomorrow. We can't wait. Thanks so much for your company.
Bye.
Now check this out. The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.